Hello, everyone, and welcome to John Talks Indian Cinema. I am your Indian Cine-MANIAC back with well, it's not really a 10-ish minute review. It's an immediate reaction to the new film, Singham Again. That's right. I went to the theater today to see Singham Again, part of the Rohit Shetty Cop universe. And let me say right away, I was not disappointed. I do want to make an announcement, and with my deepest heartfelt thanks. As of today, and I'm going to post this the same day that I'm filming it, I have 101 subscribers. Thank you so much for your support, for your sharing. Obviously, YouTube isn't sending these out. You guys are sharing them. And so that's first milestone reached. So we are getting there. We're getting there. Now, back to my immediate, I put a little short out as I was walking out the movie theater. I wanted you guys to know what I thought right away. And I'm going to make this spoiler free. So I want to be careful. Although I don't really think there's a lot to spoil, because if you see the 5-minute trailer, there's only one thing that can really get spoiled out of this whole film. So, and there's a bunch of rumors about it, and I cannot confirm or deny the rumor. But I'll try to do this, and I'm not going to do story, the way I normally do them. I want to make this short and sweet, but I just want to give you my initial reaction. So it's directed again by Rohit Shetty, who has created this unbelievable cop universe, which I am a huge fan of. I love this genre of films. And I will tell you that the cast in this, it's the best way to describe it is the Avengers in the cop universe. That's what I kept thinking about as I was watching the film, the way they team everybody up. But obviously in the lead, the role he was meant for, Ajay Devgn as Singham, and he is great in this. He's just got a presence. Now, obviously, I think the first one came out in 2014. Has he slowed down a bit? Yes. And do they have to alter the fight choreography for that? Yeah. A lot of slow motion stuff. I didn't care. I love the character. I love his seriousness. A little bit of humor in it as he tries to deal with his son in that generation. There's some funny stuff there. Also, Kareena Kapoor. Need I say more? You guys know how I feel about Kareena Kapoor. Now she's older. I mean, Three Idiots. Oh my God. And she's older, but she's still beautiful. And they've got a good chemistry together. And then the team, right? Ranveer Singh as Simmba, who I think steals the movie a little bit. Now I read and I've heard some reviews on this where they think he was too over the top with the funny stuff. I loved that character. I love the way he plays it. He's obviously having a lot of fun. So I loved him in this. Akshay Kumar as Suryavanshi, who, well, we'll get into entrances in a second, but their chemistry, the three of them just have a great chemistry with each other, and it's really fun to see them together. In addition to that team, we have added Deepika Padukone, I think that's how you pronounce it, right? Who plays Lady Singham, or her name was Shakti Shetty. Great scene. I feel she was a little underused in this. I really did like her in this. And Tiger Schroff. So with Tiger Schroff, one, you're going to see some mixed martial arts. Two, he's going to be wearing a tank top. You just know it. So now they got five in this cop universe. And then you got Jackie Schroff, Tiger's father, who, by the way, they don't have a scene together. I thought that was kind of interesting. And now this guy, Arjun Kapoor, I don't think I've seen him in anything. But I have to say, I thought he was a pretty good bad guy. Oh, by the way, the getup is my Singham getup. You guys already know that. So that's why I'm having a little trouble reading my notes, because these aren't prescription. These are just sunglasses. So I'm having a little trouble. But, these guys all look cool in sunglasses. So I said, I got to do the Singham. Who else? I wrote a couple of other names in there. See, I can't even read them. Yeah, Tiger Schroff, Jackie Schroff. Okay, Arjun Kapoor. So look, you don't come to a movie like these, which by the way, I liked every one of the movies I've seen in the cop universe. I think Singham Returns was my favorite out of the four. But I love this universe and I love these characters and I love the fight choreography, real over the top stuff, action, great action. But you don't come to these for a story. And really the story is about revenge. It picks up after Sorry Avanchi with the with Jackie Schroff's character, which is Omar Hayes, I think it was. They capture him, and that scene's a great scene where they have it's a one-on-one fight with Singham on this bridge in Kashmir. Good fight, great, all the crowds and everything. It's just great. His grandson is trying to get revenge on Singham. That's really what the story's about. And I mean, the story's okay, but this is about this is like the Mission Impossible films, right? It's great action pieces with a thread of a plot to tie it all together. That's what it is. But that's not why you come to this. You want to see characters you love. You want to see them interact with each other. And you get that in this film. Look at big budget, bigger than all the other films. A lot of money was put into this. You could tell. Now I do know because the one thing I really didn't hear the Singham. They even do a big dance number at the end of one of the movies for Singham. The music was different, and after reading about some of it, I guess there was some kind of copyright problem because this production doesn't own the music. That's what I understood. You can tell me if I'm crazy, but that's kind of what I'm gathering from the research that I'm doing. So that was different, but I didn't mind it. His theme, whatever the theme was, I knew it was different, but it was still great. The thing about these films, and because it's the same thing in the Marvel Avengers movies, you're going to get some of the characters are going to get shafted. They're not going to get enough screen time. Now, everybody in this film gets their moment for sure. And what I loved about it, and I laughed as it was happening. I talk about this a lot, that especially with the male actors in Indian films, they give them these incredible entrances. And they did this with every one of the five. Actually, I should say no, they did it with almost every character. Singham, it opens with this great scene, and he looks, he's wearing the shirt, the uniform, and he's posing, and you got the mountains in the background. It's just, and then the camera comes around, and there's Singham right there, right? And then Kareena Kapoor, she's putting on a show for Ramayan, which is about the mythology about Sita and Ram and who see I need my glasses for this. Sorry. Hunaman. I think it's Hunaman, right? Yeah, Hunaman, the monkey lord. I'm trying to see Singham looks so cool. I'm trying to keep these on. So they also interconnected the story to that mythology and was weaving back and forth. And each member of the Singham team represented one of these figures, and they were pretty blatant about it. And I thought that was kind of interesting because I know some of that from all the Indian movies I've seen over the years, but they really put a lot of weight, and that's Karina's entrance is this big stage show about this story, the history of it. And she walks out looking beautiful on this stage. So she gets a spectacular entrance. But each one of them got just a great entrance and, heroic. And, even Lady Singham gets out of the car as it's still kind of moving like Singham does and just walks out. And Simba's got this great scene. They've got the monkey god, the big statue, and he comes out and looking great, And then obviously Akshay Kumar, Tiger, saves Kareena Kapoor. And again, I'm not going to get into detail about the story, but she gets kidnapped and she's running through the woods. All of a sudden, Tiger or Satya just comes walking out and saves her life. But he's He's fantastic. So when he comes out and he does all these acrobatics and stuff and saves her, fantastic. And then Akshay Kumar, what's he famous for? He's famous for these entrances on a helicopter. And sure enough, he comes down on the helicopter and he's just standing there. Just awesome. Even the bad guys. Anil Kapoor's character, which was Danger something. I know I wrote it down. Danger Lanka, I think it was. Um, he goes into a police building and just tears the place apart with a blade. So he gets a great entrance. So everyone gets their moment to shine. And the action scenes, like I said, they're all different set pieces, and they each get their moment. I think probably the best one was Tiger Schroff's, where the bad guys try he lives in some kind of village or something, and he's got Anvi with him, Singham's wife, and he's trying to, they're trying to fight against the bad guys. That's a great scene. And fire is a big part of this film. The way they utilize fire and sparks, very, very impressive. And the climax, I love the climax because now they're all together, and you see a big chunk of it in the trailer with a spinning around cars and shooting. It's big, it's loud, and this movie is loud. In the movie theater, it was loud. By the way, there were three people in the movie theater, me and two other people. Okay, now that's more than usually goes to these when I go. And I will also tell you this, it kind of bummed me out, and I made a joke about it. But about a little after the interval, we lost power and the movie stops. And then it comes back on, but not the movie yet. And I'm like, what's going on? So I turned to the Indian couple that was sitting in the back. I go, what do you think so far? They go, good. We like it. We like it. I go, what is this, a second interval? And they laughed. They thought that was funny that but it came back on in about 5 minutes, and we went right back into it. There was a little bit of, look, all these action scenes are over the top. Some of them looked a little phony. There's one time where Simmba is hanging by a crane, not a crane, but oh my God, a tow truck with a cable, and he's kind of swinging. That looked kind of fake. But I'm telling you, the scenes that they do, they're over the top, a little Fast and Furious with cars flying over helicopters. But I didn't care. Seeing it on the big screen with the music and the noise. And they're obviously, now I don't know anything about their personal connections, all these actors, but they just seem to be having a really good time. And again, I will call it out again. Ranveer Singh he was just so funny in this. And him and Akshay Kumar's character, Suryavanshi, have a little thing, a banter back and forth. The only thing I was a little disappointed about, although she had a great entrance scene, and she probably had the most emotional scene in the film where her entire team, I guess this would be a spoiler. Okay, then I won't say it. Something happens to her entire police force. And it's very emotional for her. And I thought she played it well, but she was kind of, I would have liked to have seen a little bit more of her. And maybe their plan is to expand the universe and maybe give her own film, because I'd like to see something with her. She was pretty good in this. But they also, Singham is a god to all these people in the film. And they worship him, and they all want to be like him because he's so noble. And I've said this before with Ajay Devgn's films, because a lot of these Indian films are always, the cops are always on the take. They're always corrupt. Not in all films, but a lot of them. And the one thing, especially in this cop universe, Rohit Shetty obviously loves the cops. Ajay Devgn obviously loves the cops and thinks they're noble and plays it that way. And he's just so good. He's got that voice and that presence. And there are scenes where he's got to save someone, and he's holding them. And then the fight scene with the bad guy at the end, it was okay. I would have liked to have seen a little more, especially after everything that the bad guy did. I would have liked to have seen a little more damage. You know what I'm saying? A little more damage than they did. I mean, he gets his comeuppance, but I would have liked to have seen a little bit more. But it was just it was wild to see it in the movie theater. And then the last thing I'll tell you, you guys have heard rumors. Um, and I guess I'm going to be a little vague about it. No, I'm not going to be vague. Look, I'm going to give away a spoiler about a cameo. All right. If you don't want to know about it, then stop watching right now. But I'm just going to tell you that for me, I do my rating system, but this movie was definitely a 4 for me. It was a 4. It wasn't quite a 5 because I think they had, although I loved how many characters were in it, I would have liked to seen a little more from some of them. And that's, I mean, when you got a film of this size with this many people in the cast, it's probably tough to do. But I'm going to give it a 4. Okay. Okay. So you've been warned. I'm going to spoil something at the end. Okay. So I'm going to give you a chance. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. So when I started hearing about this movie, I heard there was going to be a cameo, and it was going to be by Salman Khan. So, of course, I thought, well, they're going to bring Tiger into this universe. That's what I thought, right? Well, who they actually brought in was uh, well, I want to say the name right, Shulbul Pandi from the Debang series. Now, uh, so I guess they're going to be part of the shared universe. Now, I was looking forward to the cameo, but I thought like in Pathan when Salman Khan had his cameo, it wasn't just like, hi, I'm Salman Khan and he's off. He had a big scene with Shah Rukh Khan and it was great. And vice versa. Shah Rukh Khan cameoed in his movie and was a big part of it. And in this film, it's at the end, and I don't even know if they were together, Ajay Devgn and Salman Khan, when they did the scene, because there's never a two shot. You see him for 15 seconds, and it's about a new team that they're forming. And what was the name of the team? See, this it's not good to get old, you guys. I'm just telling you now. Shiva Squad. Ajay Devgn is the head of Shiva Squad, the Avengers. See what I mean? And Pandy's going to be a part of that. And it was like 15 seconds, and then the next credit says special thanks to Salman Khan. I was a little disappointed by the cameo. I was looking forward to it. I love Salman Khan, but that was okay. The other thing, and okay, so I spoiled that. I'm sorry. But here's another thing that they did that annoys me because this is the second time in the last month I've seen this. They call Singham the GOAT. The GOAT. And he said, "What's that?" And Kareena Kapoor says, "The greatest of all time." Well, you and I both know that there's only one GOAT. And yes, it's Tom Brady of the New England Patriots. 7 Super Bowls. You know that. I know that. But okay, so when they said that, I was like, what? Really? Anyway, so that's my quick little review of it. I really enjoyed this film. It was great. Again, I know I'm repeating myself. It was great to see it in the movie theater. And I'm probably going to rewatch some of the other ones in the cop universe. Because one thing they did do, I don't think it was probably a great idea. Because of, again, Ajay Devgn is older now, a little bit slower, which okay, it happens with age. But they showed some scenes, and it was from the second one, not the first one, of Singham Returns, and he was jacked. He was the fight scenes were he was much more physical in those fight scenes, and it made me want to watch it again. So yeah, big thumbs up from me. I hope you see it. Let me know if you guys have seen it. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I read some people's reviews that said it was too patriotic. It was too The action was too over the top. Listen, that's what these movies are, and if you know that going into it, doesn't bother me at all. I really, really enjoyed it. The time flew by. I think there was one spot where it kind of dragged a little bit, and I was like, I hope they pick it up. But once the action starts, the scene really, really well done. So that's my little 10-ish minute review of Singham Again. I hope this is not the last. I hope they continue the Rohit Shetty cop universe because this is a place I want to be. Again, and again, thank you so much for 101 subscribers. I am thankful. I am humbled, and it's only the beginning. You and I are going to make something of this channel if it kills me. Sing them, sing them, sing them. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you soon on John Talks Indian Cinema with another 10-ish minute review. Thanks for watching, everybody.
धरती थर 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 रहा है दुश्मन करता है कंदर हम कर रफ्तार बजा